Hello and welcome to another Raggy's homebrew video. I nearly said review, but so I'm doing rhubarb and ginger wine. I've already brewed the kettle once. Ta-da! Got that ready for the rhubarb to go into. There's the fermentation bucket, all sterilised, all clean. Got 5 kilograms of sugar there. There's the yeast, obviously the rhubarb, and I've got to cut the ginger up. So there you go. And I used rhubarb from the garden, so all that lot there. About 10 good sticks. So obviously now I'm going to boil the rhubarb a bit. Last year I boiled it and then put sugar over the top. Now we'll talk to the camera. Yeah, this year I'm going to boil it and then just put it in and mix the sugar up inside. A bit easier that way. Lovely aroma coming off the rhubarb. Just got to cut the old ginger up. So yeah, doing it this way. So you know, I've done it before last year. Just rhubarb and sugar, nothing else, and yeast obviously. And it turned out pretty damn decent. I was well happy. Get a stir of that. So just give that a stir. So basically going to cook the rhubarb a bit, get it going. Now I'm just going to get the ginger. So obviously the rhubarb cost me nothing because it was from my garden. That amount of rhubarb would probably cost you about £3 from something like Morrison's. So you know, if you can grow it yourself, you're laughing. Grow it in pots, don't grow it in your garden because it will take over. But you may want it to, because I mean your own rhubarb is nice. So yeah, just going to cut this. Got a better knife this time as well. I've just done the video for the ginger wine, ginger with raisins and sultanas, just so more just a ginger wine. And I used a crappy knife this time, much better knife. Cut through it, and I'll show you the bits what I put in, just basically slicing it up. Just done the clap for the country. Old Captain Tom, 140,000 cards. The respect for something as trivial as walking around your own garden 100 times. But the way it's gone on, you know, it's amazing. Amazing how the public have really gone to town on it. And the world, not just the British, is raised 32 million for the NHS, which is brilliant. And not only that, he's getting cards from all around the world. And it's like he said tonight, he says Britain will beat it. Britain always wins. Damn right. We'll always find a way. There's always a way. There's always a way to beat everything. So there you go. There's all the ginger. I'm going to chuck the ginger into the boil. So what I do want to do is get it nicely boiled up. Get it soft, and then let the sugars intertwine with it. So there we are, and look at that little beauty, rhubarb and ginger stew. Look at that, lovely. Yeah, it's not the most appetising, is it? But hey, and obviously the rhubarb was cleaned before, the ginger came clean as it is. So next job on the list of jobs is to bang the sugar into and I've got to say, for brewing, the wide fermenters are always the best. You know, these smaller ones, oh, they're swine. I've got a small one, someone get it myself, can't complain. So, put my rubbish away as I'm going along. 1 kettle of boiled water, already boiled. So, put the kettle on again, about half full. I normally do 2.5 boils a kettle, but because I've got the pan with all that hot water in, I only need to do 1.5 this time. Or about 1.5 at least. So put that on again. Now I'm going to start stirring the sugar. Try and get it dissolved as much as I can. Now I haven't mixed ginger and rhubarb in a wine before, so I don't know what to expect. I don't know if it's going to work. I've done rhubarb on its own, I've done ginger with raisins and lemon. This year, I've missed out the lemon this year, for want of a better word, I didn't have it. I may well buy some tomorrow, at some stage. So that's making a very nice sugary mix. Obviously they're taking a while to brew, kettle's brewing, boiling rather. So in case you're waiting for a few minutes now, always a bit of downtime, isn't there? I want the ginger and the rhubarb to get nicely boiled and a bit soft. Reason being, loosen up the flavour, bring out the flavour, and obviously if you're going to do it this way with all that, when you drain out at the end, you're going to want another bucket like this, which I'm going to have to buy. I need to buy anyway, I need to get a new one because my lid's bust on this, so I need to get another bucket and go into the bucket but use filter to filter out any, you know, any bits and bobs. And I'm expecting it to be ready. I'm expecting it to have fermented in about 4 weeks. I'm expecting it to be matured in about 6 months. I mean, obviously I'll have a taste at the start and see if it tastes any good. Hopefully it will. And see if I can get a bit of a tinge to it. Because last year I had a bit of tinge pink. But obviously we'll see how we go because there's no guarantees. I'm using recipes off the internet, and whilst the internet is good for certain things, it can also be not so good. So that's that out of the way. Carry on giving it another stir. Basically that's all the sugary resistance gone, and it does help with home brewing, you know, to get that sugar out of the way. And I find it out, I mean other people do it different ways, we all do it different ways, we all follow instructions and then go to our own ways of doing it, shall we say. So while I wait for that to carry on boiling, start filling with cold water now, up to at least 20 litres. Again, you know, I've got a lot of my home brews, the ones that aren't from kids, are experimental, and so it's always nice when they actually work. One of these days I'll experiment more with beers. I fancy actually getting brewing a plum stout and then adding plums just after, boiling some plums up or something, and adding the plums just after halfway through fermentation. So up to about 15 litres now. Ooh. Just have to turn my rhubarb down because it's bubbling away like a twonk. So, oh yes, that's gone nice. They're going nice and soft. They are. Oh yeah, very soft. So I'll turn that off and let me show you. Yeah, so already quite soft and munchy. Not munchy, but you know, very, very pliable. So now that's perfect. So carry on a bit more. Last time I did it, I don't think I actually boiled them enough. No, I didn't even boil them. I actually cut them up and chucked the sugar on top. So this time it's just a bit of variation, as always. I'm a swine for burning myself, as you've noticed. So the ginger adds a beautiful smell to it, and it does smell. You get the hint of rhubarb and then the ginger as well in it, and it smells. It smells pretty decent straight away. Right, I'm just going to get it up to 25 litres now. Nearly there. And I'm going to give it a good stir. Like I say, it doesn't look much. It just looks like water with bloody rhubarb and ginger on the top. But last year when it came out, initially it was okay, and it got better and better and better. And for such a simple recipe, you know, really different. So, I'll show you again. And there we have it. It doesn't look much, but we'll see how it turns out. Will it work? No idea. I'm not going to bother stirring the yeast because it will do that itself. So open it up. Sprinkle the yeast on. Put the lid on, and there we have it. Another experimental brew. I may be doing it wrong. Some experts out there may do it different, But it worked last year. It may work this year. And I'm looking forward to seeing if it actually turns into a nice rhubarb wine. It did last year and it was amazing. One will see. Thanks for watching, and we'll be back in a few weeks. I'm not going to post many updates from this. The main thing is that it actually does something. That's the main thing. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Stay safe.